What's going on, everyone? My name is Ironheart, and this is EnderMC. Today, we've got a little bit different of an episode for you because unfortunately, I screwed up. I recorded a first-person POV and a replay mod file of this. Well, you'll see here in a second, but I didn't capture any audio in the first-person POV, so this episode's going to be just a tad bit different, and you'll see why here in a second. Actually, that's why right there, coming in right now. Hello, Ligard.
Hey.
Say hello to everyone.
Hello, everyone.
So, anyways, as I was explaining and have explained to you before, my first person POV of your wonderful escape room had no audio, absolutely zero audio. And you have ever so kindly agreed to do a little bit of commentary with me today because I did, in fact, get the replay file. So, yeah, we're going to just get right into that, I guess. Woohoo! First off, love the beautiful statue. You built an absolutely wonderful angel statue.
That took a while to build. I had a base statue that I based it off, and I was like, oh, you know what? I can add some blemishes here, some lighting there.
Love it. So this first part is just me putting all my crap in the ender chest.
Just in
And
case you die. We're not
right.
liable. Any kind of deaths in there. You're only yourself to blame.
And we talk, explain.
Basically, just explain how the escape room works. Say you don't take anything off the walls. Everything you need is in there.
And we're in. Now, I love this room because the library feel really threw me off, and it really just, you'll see it in a few minutes. I know you remember where, but it really threw me off. So what was this?
Yeah.
What was this room about again? Remind me.
So the theme of the room was, just to be an old library. The emerald floor is, kind of historic looks for libraries that you'd see around. And it was basically just to test people initially coming in, making sure that they're paying attention to all the small details, because that's where all the clues were hidden. We're in the small corners here, and the roof tiling that you might not notice is a roof, not quite a roof tile there. And then I was just interacting with different things and testing out the podiums and seeing if you understood the clues that I was writing down properly.
I definitely felt a little lost in this first room. Maybe it was shell shock of being an escape room. I love escape rooms. I love that you built this one. I think I finally figured out that there was a barrel in the ceiling.
But yeah, so this is my second attempt at a major escape room in Minecraft. So I learned a lot from the first one. Tried to implement what best I could into this one, while also still making it fun for players who have played both.
Now, when you were making this, what was the thought behind this book combination lock?
I was testing just as much myself as well as players on this, to see what things could have redstone circuits or signals drawn out of them. And when I found out that lecterns were one of the things that comparators could compare output results from, including the page that you turned to, apparently, I was like, I have to make a library now.
Beautiful. And I finally figured that out. This part here, it was just a maze, if I recall correctly.
Yeah, so in my previous attempt at escape room, I've done a simple maze, and also on that version of the server, season 1, for anyone who's following along, I made a major labyrinth, but all mazes have the same kind of drawback to them, where if you just turn right enough times, you'll eventually find the exit. So that's where I designed this maze. This is one of those ones where if you keep turning right, you'll go in a loop. This is literally a three-dimensional maze. It took me a while to design it, and then once I designed it, to rebuild it properly. I had to use schematics just to give myself a path in and out for when I was building it and rebuilding it, just so I make sure that people could get through it okay. So yeah, it seems like a simple puzzle, and there's no technical parts to it. It's just a maze, but it's just a 3-level maze.
Yeah, I definitely got lost in this one for a while. The 3 levels really confused me, especially as we'll see here in a second. You had a couple different joke exits, which I found was pretty funny.
Yeah, the way I designed it was that even if you're on the bottom floor, you can't tell you're on the bottom floor. All the roofs and grounds all look identical no matter which level you're on. And entrance and exits, no matter how you look at them, both look like an exit or exit, entrance or exit. So if you're turned around, the way you just came in looks like the way out. So you've got to really be careful on where you are and where you came from.
Yeah, I definitely got turned around a lot in this maze. The only way I was able to figure out what floor I was on was getting in a water column, and if I didn't go down, I was on the bottom floor, and if I didn't go up, I was on the top floor. This was definitely a challenge. I really enjoyed this room though. I love the color blue, and the maze threw me through a loop. Those 3 levels definitely were something else. I finally made it. The yellow room. Okay. The yellow room was probably my favorite room because of, I love music. And just the way you had it set up, really, I don't know, I just really enjoyed this puzzle. This one really ticked my brain. I really had to think about it. I really had to, like, I don't know, order the sequence and put everything in the right place. And it really made my brain work.
Yeah, out of all the players that played this yellow room, you're the only one that actually did it properly the way I designed it. There are multiple ways to solve it, and the easiest one is just to hear the pistons turn and know that you got the combination right. But you actually went through, pressed all the buttons, found the right tone, matched the tone to the sequence of left to right from dullest to brightest sound, and that's the way people were supposed to be able to figure it out. And you did that, just that, and yeah, I was very proud of how you did this.
It makes me happy. I'm I love music, and the only thing I didn't like about this room, I'll be honest with you, is the fact that it was yellow.
Well, the colors of the rooms are actually the 6 colors of the pride flag. So you've
Yeah,
got 6 rooms, or 6 segments at least, because one of the rooms is multi-roomed.
right.
But basically, yeah, it was just pride colors, and then using that as a base to design the next room.
Yellow is definitely my least favorite color on the planet, but it is a necessary evil, I guess. Just the color yellow.
Okay.
Just the color yellow. I don't know why. I've just never liked the color yellow. The purple room. This was really a lot of fun though, because the way you had the combination set up with the water on the stands and in the buckets, just it took me a while. I really had to decode the messages in the books.
Yeah, this was my favorite room, like aesthetically as well. I wanted to challenge myself and like, oh look, another square room. No, 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 no. I'm gonna do different for this one. I'm gonna make it like slightly leveled, increase, decrease. It's not gonna be a square room. It's gonna have like extra edges. The panelings look like actual neon lights, so that's what I loved about it. And yeah, so I really went mad with the Mad Lab theme to this room. And yeah, cauldrons and brewing stands, being able to differentiate different types of signals based on that. And then the redstone for this room is insanely huge, and it was just getting the combinations right and making sure that would only work if you had just the right combinations for just the right things on every single lock, and then the door would open. That took a while to get right.
And it took a while for me to figure out as well. As you can see, I spent a lot of time spinning in circles around this room in replay mod. I eventually did get it figured out though. That was a clever use of shulker boxes for the floor.
Yeah, some
I like the
people
design.
never even noticed them until I had to point them out. And I think 1 or 2 people went straight to them because they realized what they were before in some of the other rooms, and I was just like, surprising how many people didn't notice them, but at the same time, I'm glad it wasn't just, oh, look, obvious storage.
Yeah, after playing your scavenger hunt, I learned to always be on the lookout for shulker boxes.
Dude, with that hunt, I still had to push you to half of those clues.
No, I know. Well, you hid them so well around your base. You hid them absolutely so well. I wish I still had that footage.
Well, I have it set up now so that anyone who wants to play the scavenger hunt just by themselves can now play the scavenger hunt at the Coliseum.
Nice. That's awesome. I really like the terracotta patterns you put in the floor here, too.
Yeah, we had a terracotta shop for a while in the shopping district, so I thought I'd make the most of it and really bring out the most of as much color as we could in each room.
Here we go. After 8 million years, I finally figured out how to open the door. I am checking everywhere.
It's like you don't trust me.
It's like I don't trust you. You're absolutely right. I tell you what I wasn't expecting. I definitely wasn't expecting. I think it's this next room. Yes, the parkour. I was not expecting the parkour. The parkour was fun. I don't typically do parkours because I'm not a very good parkourer.
Says the person with one of the biggest parkour courses on the server.
That's the first parkour course I've ever made in my life, and I can't even finish the Neo at the end of it. So
I tried yours. No, I can't.
For shame, I can't even do my own parkour course. I liked this room too because it was circular. It was different from the rest of the rooms. I did like how you shook up and changed not only the room themes, but also the room shapes.
Yeah, like I said earlier, like I didn't want to make it look like, oh, it's just another box into another box, and so I challenged myself with the making of it just to add that bit of difference to it.
Right. And that right there, this little like shulker sensor piston copper cube that you have, I didn't even notice, like when you just saw me cross there, I didn't even notice that that came out and popped back in. I was just so like in the zone. Like I didn't even notice that this was happening. It wasn't until I think I fall off and come back up that I finally realized that it was a shulker sensor. Like I saw the block coming in and out, but I didn't realize it was a shulker sensor. I thought it was just on like a timer or something.
Yeah, when I was building this room, it was just when the server got updated with the skulk sensors and the water and everything like that. And I'm like, that's it. I don't care how I manage to put it in there. I'm going to put things in here that have that sensor working off of them. And I was just like, oh, well, a part of the course could disappear unless you make sounds. So I thought it was a good way to implement that.
Absolutely. And I found your hidden shulker box over there. Even if by accident, I still spotted it.
You were, again, one of the only players that actually found that without going into the next room being told, hey, did you spot that?
Here we go. I think this is the one where I finally get through this after 8 million years of staring into the wall.
Your keen powers of observation helped you.
Ah, nope, I lied. Fail.
See, there is a shortcut that you can go and very easily get through most of this room in just one small little jump. But if you do that, you miss the key box.
True. That key box is... Oh, here's where I realize it's a skulk sensor right there. Is this the round? Is this the time where I'm finally going to get through? I don't remember. I was so scared I was going to fall off right there. Ooh. I was definitely scared of that too. There's that skulk sensor. This room had me thinking. I did not expect to have to remember the order of the colors of the rooms. That was just rude. And you know what else I didn't notice until I was editing the replay file? The frickin' floor lights up.
Yep, that's another skulk sensor.
I guess I just was so like in the zone and oblivious that I just didn't even notice that the floor was bleeping light underneath me. There we go. Slow motion. I'm not sure why this part's in slow motion, to be honest. Just to mess up with the replay file.
Dramatic effect.
Right. Reading the sign. Did you happen to find a key or the key while parkouring? Yes, I did. The little tulip. This part confused me. I ran around looking behind all these banners like, is there more than one dropper? No, there was only one. I did have fun. The answer was yes. I definitely had fun with this. This was my favorite game I think I've played on the server yet. Was definitely your escape room. This little tunnel up. And that's it. Welcome back from the time lapse. I do hope you enjoyed our little commentary. We are headed down to the leaderboard now to see where I placed. You're going to be surprised, or you might not be. Let's go find out. So here we are with the leaderboard, and my run right there at 40 minutes and 47 seconds, 0 clues used, is the fastest time. Woo woo! Woohoo! Gotta look at the ground. Yeah. Fastest time. Fastest time.
And that's with doing everything legitimately, solving everything the proper way, finding all the keys and clues as soon as you could, and not even using any of the shortcuts. So good job.
Thank you, thank you. It was a lot of fun. Thank you, Ligard, for putting up with me and helping out with the commentary. This escape room was a lot of fun, and I genuinely can't wait to see what game you come up with for Halloween. Thank you once again. You are released back into the wild to be free with your brothers and sisters and siblings in the air.
Members of the Nightly Knights.
Thank you once again for coming and hanging out with us here on the EnderMC server. I know today's content was just a little bit different. That's my fault. I messed up with OBS when I was recording the first person point of view, so I didn't get any of the audio. But I really appreciate all of those who stuck to the end. And if you guys did enjoy today's episode, go ahead and let me know in the comments. Also, what was your favorite part of the escape room? Mine was definitely the music room. Anyways, we'll catch you next time. Goodbye.